Back again.
We are back. The first episode of the first actual video was so good we decided to do another one so soon. Um, oh god, two in one night. Let's do it.
Two and two and one. Oh God, it's a
Yeah,
twofer.
yeah. Let's not make it any more difficult than it already is. All right, welcome back. We are joining our crew, current crew members. We are doing two videos one night. We have Reese playing uh, Captain Sackhead.
Mm-hmm.
Also, son of Cole, and then we have Kitten playing Cherry. We had to make up some excuse for that one because that is not a real Romulan or Vulcan name. um, but uh,
We got
but
them
we
forged papers. Them forged papers that are so legitimate.
right, right. But we've decided that we left the crew last off. They set the self-destruct. However, it did not go off. It did not go off. The ship is gone. There's no debris. The Borgs, the only attempt is the Borgs had so much of the ship. The Borg is what they went up against last time, and they had so much of the ship already assimilated. They already, even though they didn't find the self-destruct at first, they found it eventually and shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so anyway, they have their new starship. It is called the Vulcan Starship T'Pol. Going after one of the characters' names. It is Soviet class. It's the second starship ever made. It was made back to back with the Soviet just to make sure that the main class starship kind of, in case something happened to it. So they had this as a backup, and they're basically told do not lose this ship because they did some upgrades to it based on their data. It's been a few months since they had pretty much had a Borg attack. It's actually been months later in the game because it does take months, even if you make ships back to back. It does take a while to get another one commissioned due to politics and whatnot. So um, it's been about 6 months since the Borg attack. They've been on R&R. So now the not Romulan, Vulcan High Command wants them back out on the field, and they have their new starship. Now we're not gonna mess with the whole take it out of dry dock deal. We've already done that. We sold that one in the last one. So sorry, Reese, I just stole your spotlight. So, yeah, now you're already in space. Your mission is to rendezvous. High Command already has given you a mission. Your mission is to rendezvous with with an Excelsior Federation class starship known as the USS. Gotta think of the names. And no, if anyone says Excelsior, I swear to God. Think of Excelsior name. USS. Nice. Not that one. Give me something good. No, not the Enterprise B either. The USS. We're gonna go with the USS Lexington. It's an emergency supply ship, but because they were the nearest one, they have some information regarding a possible wild goose chase, but it's important because they have some information on the board and the recent activity in the last 6 months in this sector, or not just this sector, but this entire quadrant. Let alone also the event that occurred in the last episode, because it's 6 months ago. So, yep. Reese, how do you and your first officer proceed?
Can you go over that one more time?
Oh, you're to rendezvous with the USS Lexington. They have some information on the Borg activity that happened 6 months ago, which caused the loss of your ship. and they have some recently that could lead to a wild goose chase at some point due to the fact that they heard information elsewhere. So it's information recycling, but the Vulcan High Command wants you to investigate the situation with your new starship.
Okay, so we're going to intercept them.
Pretty much. You're not intercepting your rendezvous.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Right. Intercept is, catch up with them and then intercept them to stop and ask them a question. No. You're to rendezvous. There's an appointment meeting.
Yeah, so we do that.
Yep, and you're to rendezvous. Let me pull up the star charts. I'm going to pick a location. Location. Time to pick a cool location. I don't know about cool, but at least your location. Oh, give me a decent location. Something, anything. Okay, so you're to rendezvous with them in Federation space.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know, Vulcan passes in Federation space. I mean, Vulcan has their own space. So yeah, you're supposed to rendezvous in the Federation space and get the highlighted news about the borg activity.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, what warp factor did you order your helmsman to travel at?
5.
5. That's pretty decent. Okay, you're about a couple hours out at that point. Actually, let's see. Warp factor 5. Some stars. Yep, starships. Page 60. Boy. 36. Oh, and the starship is get renowned and experienced too. Well, the last starship doesn't because it died. It died. A most horrible death. Actually, it didn't die. It was a simulated. So, Reese, how does that make you feel that your ship was a simulated?
Well, it's an acceptable loss. We have a new ship. I would have preferred to kept that one and explore with it and do what we need to do for the High Council. But we lost it. And that happens.
It does. Alright, I gotta see how far it is from. Sorry for the long wait, it's just we're still kind of getting used to this game. I mean, first game. There is a lot of star systems in the game. Vulcan, right here. And I need to go to Federation space, which I think it's already in Federation space at that point. Oh, it is. Oh, I screwed that up. Okay, so you're gonna meet them around Vulcan. See, here's Vulcan. You're gonna meet them about 5 light years away, and traveling at warp 5 is gonna take you like 9 days. So your ship is able to travel faster than that at least. A sustainable speed would be, hang on, let me look this up. A sustainable cruising speed is warp 7.
Warp 7 it is.
Right. Good, because that'll take you to go 5 light years, that'll take you 3 days.
Okay.
Warp 9 would take you at least a day, but yeah, we'll go 3 days. We ain't pushing it. So you take a 3-day journey and you rendezvous with the USS Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
You drop out of warp and they begin hailing you.
On screen.
You have a female captain, and she says, "Very nice to meet you. What can I do for you? Are you guys the? Are you currently the? Oh God, the T'Pol?"
Yes, we are.
Good. We are the USS Lexington. We've been expecting you. We made it here not too long ourselves. I'm assuming you're here for the news.
Information.
The information. All right. Yes. May you beam aboard? Would you like to beam aboard our ship?
Okay.
All right. So who are you taking with you?
Cherry.
All right. So you take your first officer. You beam aboard the USS Lexington. They direct you to the meeting room, and you sit down with the captain.
I take a what is it? Fuck.
Type 2 phaser?
Huh? No, I don't take a Type 2 phaser. No, I don't trust these people.
But you can't take the disruptor rifle.
Damn it! That's what I was gonna take.
Yeah. No, you can't take that. That'll raise too much suspicion.
All right, then I take a Type 2.
Actually, the one Type 2 phasers only fit in the holster. Type 1s you can fit up a sleeve or in a pocket.
Then I guess that one's fine.
Yeah.
Kitten's like, "You're killing me, man."
You're killing me!
You'll be fine. If you want a phage, you can have it. If not, hand-to-hand combat's good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my 2 phasers.
I know
Alright.
Kung Fu.
So you're sitting down in the meeting. So you're sitting down in the meeting room, and the captain just says, "So that's the new starship for the Soviet class. I hear that's supposed to be the heaviest frigate, but some of the fastest Vulcan starships that they, some of the best engineering they have."
You're quite right.
Bet you could get up to warp 9?
Yep.
To some extent, you're also under orders not to say anything.
Oh. No, we can get pretty high, but it's confidential.
I assume. So, I mean, we still hold some of the best starships here too. I mean, we have Warp 8, Warp 9, and then we even have Warp 9.9. But of course, as allies, we are not going to keep that from you. But you are here for the data on the Borg.
Yes.
All right. They pull up the presentation screen, which is behind the captain, and they show you a ship, and it's actually the ship. It's the Sovac, but it's changed and it's different, and it's actually being reshaped as you see it on the screen.
You see Sackett or Sackett.
What's up?
You see Sackett show just a glimmer of anger, and then quickly compel himself not to.
Right. This was taken a couple days ago. They attacked another starship. Starship. Hold up. It was a Defiant. It was the USS. We'll go with the USS Chivalry. It's a Defiant class vessel. They also managed to get on board and assimilate everyone. The biggest problem that we have is Borg activity increasing in this sector. Now this data we picked up from a Ferengi per se. Not
Ferengi.
exactly. Yeah, Ferengi have actually came across this data. They probably had a run-in with the Borg, but we're not 100% sure. We can lead you to the location of where we found them at, and then you can intercept their ship if you want to. But unfortunately, from what we can tell, we don't. They're simulating vessels, and it's some sort of invasion force, but we don't have data on it one way or the other.
Very well.
This is all we have. The Ferengi's name is. Oh God. I come up with a Ferengi name. Fantasy generator actually helps. Give me a minute. I apologize to our viewers.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long day. Pop culture. Here we go. Here we go. Ferengi. A Ferengi known as Balak.
Okay.
So, you can intercept him currently at the location of. Oh God, where's Ferengi space? I don't think we have Ferengi space. It's Cardassian. Last time they were spotted around the memory alpha system.
Okay.
Yep, they were traveling through there, heading straight up towards. They were heading straight up towards. Oh God, I gotta pick another location. Where would they go? That would be pretty. We would go somewhere that's. They were heading somewhere around that route, just around. Like I said, memory alpha. They were probably heading straight towards, from what we can guess, the somewhere around there. I mean, they were looking for trades or whatever, but there were some few ships around there. Best bet is if you can't find them, Starbase 178 is around there somewhere too. So,
Mm-hmm.
however you want to judge that. So that's up to you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's all we have, Captain. We are sorry that we don't have any more, but that's the best we can do.
Well, I appreciate all the help you could afford.
Oh, 20 light years is what that is. Okay. Yeah, well, we're just sorry we can't do more for you. If that is all, you are dismissed. I mean, that's all.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, that's all we have. So, currently, if you need if you need any data, we can provide, such as distance of where we found him at from this location. Currently, we'll just say this. Okay, hang on. Oh God. All right. So, but other than that, that's all they tell you.
I tell them to send those coordinates to my helmsman.
And they do. And not only that, your helmsman already calculates a course to memory alpha, which proves to be 1, 2, 2, 3, I believe. Nope, 1, 2, and then 5 light years from there. So about currently it's like 45 light years to memory alpha.
How long will that take?
According to this chart, you have capable of warp 9. You can make it 45 light years, and hang on, oops, 20. At warp 9, it'll be 10 days, about 12.5 days.
Okay.
Oh, not even that. Not even that. Hang on. 11 days.
If we had at warp 9.
That's if you have it at warp 9.
Okay.
Your engineer, it'll take 11 days if you travel at warp 9. Of course, your engineer is going to have to, for each day, has to try and keep a stabilization check because that's the max speed for right now. For the Vulcan
Maximum
prototype.
overdrive.
Right? So,
And
if that's all,
we should keep it at 7 or 8.
right? Well, 8 would be, 7 is proper cruising speed. 8 would be pushing it, but won't, he won't have to do a stabilization, which will increase it from 11 days to at least 16 days.
8. Warp 8 it is.
All right. So you guys get back, and you guys depart the Lexington, and you jump to warp 8. And you guys maintain that for the next 16 days. Now, before we press on, we're going to have some downtime. What are you guys doing during this time?
Is there like a lounge 10 forward type deal?
I'm pretty sure there is.
I'm going to hang out there for a bit.
Right. I say that would probably be around deck 10.
Okay.
Deck 8 or 10, whatever one you want. It'd be somewhere down low.
Deck 8.
All right, deck 8. So you go to deck 8, and you're just sitting around talking with some of your other comrades, which are all Vulcan.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Cherry doing?
I don't know what Cherry's doing. Cherry is probably thinking about her situation, about how she got screwed one time, and now she's gonna get screwed again, probably.
Is she communicating to her superiors?
Huh?
Is she relaying her information to her superiors?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what a spy does.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Of course, she's probably doing this in private.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so you're traveling at warp 8. So anyway, so you pretty much spend most of your time just doing your daily duties and going 10 forward. And Cherry's not so sure what she's doing because she got screwed the first time, which was not the Romulans' fault because they did not know that the Borg would have been engaged.
Oh yeah, and I tried to make it a point to meet all of my new crew members.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's true because you lost like 200 members last time.
You lost like 200 people, and now you're like,
Right.
let's meet 200 new people, guys.
Right? Could you guys imagine meeting 200 new people? I'm pretty sure you have more than 200 new people. I'm pretty sure the last 200 was like somewhat fucked up. 200 men and women. And then you got another 200 men and women that are like screwed up because of the experience. That would be kind of messed up.
Oh yeah.
So, but so you're meeting new crew members. I could press on to, we could press on, but it's like, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Do we have like a new scientific, like medical officer?
You do.
I'd like to meet him or her.
All right, it's a girl, and her name is something.
Her name is something, and she does scientific stuff.
Yeah, that's not her real name.
Uh,
I gotta come up with a Vulcan name. Vulcan female. Get Vulcan female, thank you. Her name is Tasha. You know what? No, her name's not Tasha. Her name's Valar.
am I getting paid by my associates?
Yeah, you're getting paid by the Vulcans.
No, by my associates.
When the job's done.
What job? I already did my job.
Collect information on the new Soviet class prototype.
I did that.
Well, now they have a new Soviet class prototype called the T'Pol that you're currently on.
Well, I should have been paid for my last job, and now I need to be paid.
Yeah, the information was degraded and inconclusive, so they felt like they shouldn't have to pay you.
That's bullshit. I think I need to be paid.
Well, you will have to travel to Romulus in the neutral zone.
I think I should be paid. This is bullshit.
You will have to hijack a starship to go there.
Or go there on your downtime when the ship is in dry dock.
The only problem is there's no Vulcan or Romulan ship that goes near Vulcan. She would have had you puddle jump and a shuttlecraft to a new planet that probably didn't even have a shuttlecraft that was even capable of warp 1, which would have taken hours, if not days.
Hitchhike.
What's up?
Hitchhike.
Yeah.
Wait, so I have a question.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Is the ship's blueprints on the ship?
Yeah.
Is it possible, since I'm such a high commander, can I get a copy of the ship's blueprints?
Yeah, you actually could. You actually have access to all that.
I take a copy of the ship's blueprints.
All right. And what do you do with it? Oh shit, the video froze.
I'm going to I'm going to bide my time.
You're gonna bide your time, huh?
I'm going to wait until everyone doesn't notice me, and I'm just going to send them over to
Romulan High Command.
Yep.
So anyway, about 16 days later, you guys make it to Memory Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
You drop out of warp and you scan for any Ferengi vessels in the area. The helmsman says they find none.
Any wreckage?
Also reports that Starbase 718, I believe it was. Yeah, 718 is currently one, two, that's three, 2, 20, 40. It's currently they would say 11, 22. It's currently 50 light years out.
We head there.
All right. Which warp factor?
Warp factor 8.
All right.
So
You go to warp factor 8. The helmsman reports that it'll take 14, 18 days to get there. So.
Okay.
So while they're doing that, I'm going to call up my high command and in secret and send over the blueprints of the ship.
Okay. Give me an operations check or systems check.
Systems op check. All right. It's a 1d6 plus 4.
No, it's if you got a plus 4, it's a 4d6.
4d6.
Mm. And you have currently 1 success. And you successfully send them without being detected.
Okay.
So, you send more than the blueprints. You also send the tactical data of the starship.
Okay.
So, but yeah, okay. So after that, after a couple days of traveling, the helmsman reports back, says that they are picking up a ship on their sensors, and it is Ferengi format or Ferengi design.
That's the Ferengi, right?
Yes.
Okay, hail them.
Okay. They hail them and they send back a text saying they're dropping out of warp, and they drop out of warp, and then they hail you for a full video.
On screen.
How can we help you, Captain?
It was told of me by Federation Command that you have knowledge of the Borg.
Oh yes, we've been trying to dodge them for quite some time to actually make sure that we don't get assimilated per se. We like our individuality and our lives of profit.
Now, would you be willing to share with me where you encountered them?
Well, what's in it for us? What can you offer us for this information?
What would you like?
Oh, well, we could use some dilithium crystals. And since it's on the board, maybe a peek at some, I don't know, of those special torpedoes, perhaps? Toss in a few of those and some food, of course, because, got to keep going. And your shield modulations. We want to have we want to see if our shields are top notch compared to yours, and if not, we would like to trade technology.
I'm afraid I cannot do any of those things. How would you like some latinum?
Latinum is pretty good. How about you toss in the latinum and some fuel, and we'll call it good.
Will do. We'll beam it over.
Okay.
Possible.
Yep, and for this, since you can't pay us everything we want, we will actually give you a possible coordinates of where we ran close to the Borg. What would you say to that?
How about I throw some more in to give us the actual coordinates?
Throw in the food and you have yourself a deal.
Food it is.
Right. Do you got some form of diplomacy?
Let me see.
His character's got no diplomacy. He doesn't do anything. That'd be hilarious.
I have persuaded 3.
Okay. So give me 3 dice.
I want to see how to negotiate, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have to negotiate, then that'd be good.
If that is a skill, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I have no clue. Persuasion would actually help, and I will look up a basic Ferengi to give you the exact target number.
Yeah, I have persuade and negotiate at 3.
Okay, yeah, that would work. Give me a 3d6 roll.
Okay.
Let me look at the EF Ferengi. They don't have Ferengi in this thing? What?
Don't have what?
They do not have Ferengi in the Alien book. How do you not have Ferengi?
They're in the core book.
Oh, are they?
Okay. I got one.
How do you have an Alien book that doesn't have fucking Ferengi in it? They're like the main thing.
I got 1 success at 4.
All right. Let's see what they can. Let me see how well they're feeling. Hang on. Oh, God. Friendly species, page 36, 37. Okay. 36. I just want a basic Ferengi. Oh, wow. Okay. Since they do negotiate, I will. Alright. I'll go with the average here. And. Okay, so they hand you some coordinates for your food and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they point to. They point to the Epsilon Curidas system, which is near Deep Space 4 and the Typhon Expanse.
Typhon expands, so. Okay.
Yep. Currently, exactly. You went about, let's say, 20 light years on top of that 50, so 30. An additional, basically 35 light years.
Okay. We travel there.
Right. 35 light years would be at warp 8, 7. 7 plus 6 days. About 13 days at warp 8.
We really need to have some kind of downtime activity. It's just
Yeah,
not.
I don't know what to do for 8 freaking days.
We need to figure out what.
Throw something out there. I don't care which.
Pond farm.
Oh shit. So what? How many Vulcans need to go through Pompar during this stage? Anyway, so you go to warp factor 8 and you're on your way. It's an 8-day journey, for God's sakes. You know what? I'm gonna throw something out there. All right. I'm gonna throw in a hitch in this entire mess.
Throwing a what?
A hitch.
What's that?
A big, gigantic problem. Because I think you guys have been overstressing your engines a bit.
Oh, I know. The Ferengi sold me some tribbles.
The Ferengi sold you some tribbles?
I am gullible.
When did they sell you the tribbles?
When we were negotiating, they just
They
sweeten
decided
the
to. What
deal.
you paid for them? The food?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, on top of the tribbles, holy shit. Your sensors go offline.
Oh my god.
Yeah. On top of the tribbles, your sensors go offline. Sir, we can't. Sir, our sensors are currently offline.
Do systems checks.
Doing systems checks, running diagnostics immediately. We may have to drop out of warp for a little bit.
Okay, do so.
Just in case. You drop out of warp, and suddenly, you come out to just a dead system. All the planets in there are, it's got 2 planets and a big giant sun.
Whoa.
So.
What are the tribbles doing? Because I'm just I have one in my hand. I'm just petting it, and it's
Actually, one of your crew members loved the tribble so much they put them together and they decided to mate on deck 6, and unfortunately, there's an overabundance of them.
I start shooting them.
You start shooting the tribbles?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's an overabundance of them. It's the only logical thing to do. And that's what I say to him.
You just spay and neuter him.
I said we don't have time for that.
Oh my god! So you murder the Tribbles.
Yes.
They're so cute, though.
You know, this is the weirdest Vulcan ship ever. Like oh, by the way, we got one viewer. Hey
Oh,
viewer, you can drop the stuff off in the Q&A. You know, just like questions, answers, and they left. Well, now I'm sad. Anyway, moving on. You're gonna shoot the Tribbles?
I'm gonna shoot the Tribbles.
You're gonna
you know
shoot
what
the
a
Tribbles?
triple looks like, right?
Yeah, I know what they fucking look like.
You
I'm
wench.
I'm gonna tell them that it's the only logical thing to do.
You're such a heartless wench, kitten.
I don't know. I think the Vulcans are kind of thinking of what they can do to resolve this problem too, given the fact that you are on a time schedule, and I can't see how Vulcans were. You may be gullible. Come on, Tribbles, man. But we'll go. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it.
So
The sensors are offline.
So this is what I do right here. This is what I do right here. Right here. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
20 shots.
Oh dear God, that's 5 shots. But okay. Yeah, you vaporize a few Tribbles. I'm assuming.
So sad.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. And then
I know how Cat felt when Paradox died.
yeah, you vaporize all those Tribbles.
Alright.
Like at least like 5 Tribbles. Maybe if it's widespread, you vaporize like 10 or 15 of them.
It's widespread.
Oh yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, one of the systems, you weren't careful where you were shooting them, and you shot out. Oh Lord, you shut out. Somehow there was a surge that hit the propulsion system, and you disabled the warp drive.
Not my fault. Not my fault. Not my fault. I do not take responsibility for this.
Shut up! You're captain! You have to take responsibility!
You're a commander. You take responsibility.
The warp drive takes 2 hits, goes from a B to an A, and unfortunately, yeah, it is disabled.
Oh my god.
Somehow you surged it, and it's disabled.
Ermagerd. Goosebumps.
You disabled it from deck 8. Nobody knows how that happened. Unfortunately, there's a power surge throughout the ship now, and they're trying to purge the system and get it under control. Because if they don't, within the matter of anywhere from 1 minute to hours to whenever, it could surge another system. And now that you have somehow one of the computers absorbed his blast and is now causing a power surge.
So I'm going to continuously shoot the Tribbles.
Really?
Yeah!
Okay, this is getting ridiculous.
With the logical explanation that they need to
You killed
die.
like 15 of them?
No, I gotta eliminate them all. Gotta mass wipe them out.
So you're gonna shoot the captain on the bridge while he's playing with his Tribble? Giggity.
I'm going to dead aim and shoot the Tribble while he's holding it.
And then shoot me.
No, I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot the Tribble.
All right, give me another attack roll on that one.
No, I'm gonna shoot every Tribble on this fucking ship. Every Tribble will die.
I'm pretty sure there's some casualties here, and you know what? You're tackled by security and taken to the brig.
Why? I'm killing the Tribbles. I'm like, no, I'm killing the Tribbles.
No, you're taking to the brig because you just messed with like the warp core and
He managed to get off. We'll just say he managed to get off for another shot, which unfortunately we have 7. And we have 6. Operation takes 4 hits. The entire operations deck systems, and you're currently looking at. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're currently just looking at like a D or something. It's okay. It was able to absorb the first set of damage.
It's like I was only killing triples. I didn't mean to do anything.
Too bad. You're going to the brig. 3 days penalty.
Yeah. Until operations is back up to par, you're currently looking at a -2 to a starship initiative.
3 days in the brig. Okay, I can handle that. Even though I was trying to help wipe out the triple infestation. But I'm like, now they're gonna breed more!
There are ways to deal with tribbles, not just killing them.
Now rapidly firing on a starship and not watching what you're doing. They're like, oh, I'm going to destroy all these triples. They were small. Cute.
Now, if they were like this big, I mean, okay, I mean, I guess so, but like this tiny, it's tiny. No.
I thought they were a threat. They were breeding
Sensors
too
are
much.
disabled.
They're cute.
And we have warp engines are offline. So now all right. So your sensors are currently disabled, which means you can't see anything. I mean, you can see what's outside the window, but you can't see anything on sensors like radar or nothing. Currently, you're looking at a -2 to initiative, and your warp engines are offline. You can't. By the way, you better pray to God that we can purge this system and this pretty quick. What's your operations role, brother?
Operations. System ops is 4 dice.
I don't know if it'd be systems ops or science stations, but go with systems ops or something. Systems to try and give me a decent roll to try and purge the system, because if you don't, I get another roll, and if it hits the warp, the propulsion system in the warp core, it'll cause a warp core breach, and you'll lose your second ship.
Oh well. That's a 5, a 3, and a 2. So 1. Hold on. Oh, that's a 1. That's 2 successes. A 6 and a 5.
All right, and then add your. I believe for this, you add your. I would say, what is the skill associated with your operations?
Skill or specialty?
Attribute.
Physical and intelligence.
My system ops is a 5, but nobody listens to me.
All right, so you add your successes to your attributes.
Sorry, my system op is a 7.
Damn.
But no one listens to me. I'm in the brig, so.
You're the brig for openly firing on the ship.
Oh,
They were concerned for their lives.
Whoa! I was trying to eliminate the triple infestation. I don't know what you're trying to blame me for. I was trying to help the ship.
Yeah, the Vulcan Council will be seeing you about your messed up situation.
Maybe do a blood test.
Right. So
Hold
up. First up, I want Reese to add his attribute to his role.
My modifier or my attribute?
Your modifier.
To intellect or what?
Yeah, intellect. Your attribute to your operations role.
Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 on top of 3.
Mm-hmm.
How many successes? Okay, so 11 for a success. Yeah, we'll say that you purchase a system of the power surge. So you have your ship under control.
Thanks to Surak.
So,
Thanks to Surak.
so as they're taking me to the brig, I'm like, how many people are taking me to the brig? 2 people?
4 people.
Yes.
4. 4.
Or
That's metagame.
No, I'm
Shut,
the captain. I'm
Reese,
the captain.
Reese, be quiet. It's metagame.
it's just 2. Like you've been tackled. It's 2. Unless you're putting up a fight, then it's gonna be 4. Like one carrying each leg and each arm.
I was not putting up a fight.
Okay,
Okay.
I was assuming you were putting up a fight. That's why I said 4.
No, I'm not gonna put up a fight.
Okay, just making sure.
No. As they walk me halfway to the brig, I'm like, hey, you guys, why? You know, funny.
What's funny?
It's funny.
What is?
This.
Says one of the guys.
I said this, and I quick draw their pistols.
Really? Really? Really?
You're gonna get executed for that, you know.
I don't give a shit. I know exactly what I'm doing.
She wouldn't per se get executed, but
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Well, you did really bad stuff done to you.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing right now. Because there's 2 of them, I can quick draw it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to waste the 2 of them.
what?
Yep.
You're going to waste the 2 of them. Your comrades.
Yep. They're not my comrades. I don't give a shit.
You're on a starship of 400. You're gonna waste 2 of them when I could easily have 10 of the 10 security just open fire on your ass.
They're not there yet. I have time.
You're gonna waste.
I have a plan. Just let me do this. I have a plan.
Fine, go ahead.
So I'm gonna waste them with their pistols.
Okay, give me a roll.
I'm gonna miss Cherry.
Me too. I don't think we actually got to know the real Cherry very well.
I know.
It is a sad thing.
It is very sad. Well, maybe she can play a half human, half Borg, or half Vulcan, half Borg.
You mean a liberated Borg? There's no such thing as half Borg.
No, I mean a liberated Borg, Vulcan.
Right.
Unless you're not willing to allow that.
No, I could probably allow that.
It makes
We'll worry about that later.
Let's just worry about this. I want to do this. This is going to be amazing what I'm going to do.
I want those trolls to be here on tomorrow and Wednesday.
I want them Trebles to be here. You don't even know if their ship is going to be here. With the plan that I've initiated.
I just want to let you know it's probably a horrible plan.
It is a horrible plan, but it's going to be amazing. Just watch.
Okay, I'm watching.
I already rolled the dice.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I gotta switch back. My bad. Alright, so here's the situation. You fire 5 times. Hang on, everything's fucking frozen. What setting did you have those Type 1 phasers on? You know what? We'll just say 8 and 7.
I fired 5 times, but that's 20 shots.
Right? No, 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 no. You fire. That's 20 dice. There's a difference. Give me a minute.
Okay.
All right, we'll say that they're both set to setting 8. You may have them killed sooner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, that's a complete 4 success. And then 2 for the second one. And then we got 1 for that one. Um, 2, 3, and then 2. All right, so you fire on 8. So, do you want your main hand to be like the most of the 3 because you got 5 shots? Do you want 3 on your main hand and then the last 2 is your offhand?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, -2. -2. Okay, well you killed them both.
Oh, okay. Well, they're dead. They're dead.
Yep, they're dead.
I take their phasers. Did everyone hear did everyone hear gunshots?
Well, it's phaser fire, and it's maybe some did here. Hang on a minute. Let me roll a presence on that one.
Cherry, you bitch, you killed my friends.
Shut up. No one cares.
You killed my friends, damn it!
No one cares about your friends.
I care about them. High Council cares about them. Their families care about them.
Screw it. I'll just roll something. No one really heard it.
So, this is my plan. I get into the ventilation system.
You mean the maintenance shafts?
The maintenance shaft, and I start crawling towards the back engine.
Back of the warp core.
The back of the warp core, yes.
Okay, so you drive through a couple decks to the back of the warp core because you were like on deck 8 or deck 6, and now you're down deck say I believe it was 16 and 15. So you're back there. Then what do you do?
I rig the warp core to blow.
Yes, with it currently being offline.
Suck that, Cherry.
I get back into the ventilation system. I'm like, plan B.
If there was a plan B, you would have had time, but you've been drug out by your feet.
I shoot them. I shoot them repeatedly with phaser 2s.
All right. Yeah, you're not in that position to be shooting.
I don't care. I'm shooting them.
Okay, well, you've been disarmed.
How?
How? They had you by your feet. You're on the ground.
Yeah. Well, I don't get how. How? Explain.
You have 4 guys on top of you.
So what? I shoot them.
You can't. How are you? Okay, you're on the ground on your belly. You're drug out. You're shooting them like this.
I'm not quit. No, they're locked. No, I'm not pulling the gun that way. They're phaser 2s. They're on my waist. I can just go point them upwards, and I can just line fire.
Shoot yourself in the face.
I'm not gonna shoot myself in my face.
You know what a phaser 2 looks like compared to a phaser 1?
Yes.
Let me share a picture.
I don't think you can shoot behind you. Personally.
Type 2 phasers are huge compared to Type 1s. They fit in holsters.
Well,
Yeah.
I was having them in holsters. And then I quick drawed them and I shot them.
You're on the fucking ground.
Yes, I can still draw them on the fucking ground.
Yeah, so you're gonna reach like this while being on the ground.
I have quick draw. I have quick draw. I can do this.
You're already like, dude, man,
I have quick draw.
Can you quick draw that?
Yes, I can.
That isn't a
can
holster.
draw that, but I don't see on how because like she's on the ground, got 4 guys on top of her. Yeah, you do. I can't stop saying that. That's just so.
I got 4 guys on top of me, but I'm gonna waste them. I'm gonna waste them.
You're gonna aim right behind you and fire one time, but that gives them the moment to grab your wrist like this and aim it to wherever they want it to go.
They don't need to. They can't grab me though.
How are they not grabbing you? You're on the ground. They grabbed you through the ventilation shaft and pulled you out and
Captain Looters, you're grabbed. Done.
I rolled the dice on that. Dice says I grabbed you.
Dice are rolled. You cannot fire. I am the captain. You are done.
You're
No
the
more
captain.
argument.
You're not the GM. I'm the GM.
I'm the captain. I can help in this issue.
It's okay.
Arguing is done. I helped.
Alright. Well, you have been disarmed and taken to the brig, and not only that, you've been tied to a chair. Because they felt, for some reason, the Vulcans didn't feel safe.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's like, alright, plan B! Plan B!
And that's what you're screaming. What the fuck's plan B? They think that you're mentally ill and that you need help, so.
A Vulcan who's mentally ill. That doesn't bode well.
No. That never bodes well. Basically this occurred in a 2-hour time span, so they managed to get the warp core engines online. Thank freaking God. Yeah, warp core engines have to be online in an hour.
Can we travel back to Vulcan and deal with this?
That is not your mission.
I think it has become our mission now that we have a prisoner on board.
Right, but you still have to finish your current mission. Are you going to basically? Are you basically going to not investigate the Borg's capability? You know, find out where the Borg is. I mean, after all they.
Okay, we're gonna do that, but like, how close are is that Federation vessel?
What, the Lexington?
Yeah.
Oh, that's back a ways, dude. You traveled like at least a good 45 couple light years.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to go with the prisoner on board.
Yeah, I know it's not something you want to do, but it's got to happen. So.
Kitten, you wanted to play a bad guy, so you got one.
Yeah, I love how you guys didn't even give me a chance, but whatever.
Dude, you shot 2 people!
So what? That's what a bad guy does!
More people?
I want to shoot more people!
Yeah, you're like trigger happy tonight. What's up with that?
Well, she did make a character that could like fire it like tons of ways, tons of times.
Right. Yeah, I've got nothing against that. But the Vulcans overpowered a trigger-happy person. That's all it was.
Good thing I didn't do that because I only have 5 or 6 in strength.
Right.
That means a 0 modifier.
Damn. Yeah, the sensors are going to take a long time to repair. on top of. Yeah, that's gonna take a while to repair. Wait, not
Question.
sensors.
Question. Would you let me do this?
What are you doing?
Can I play a Borg Queen?
No.
No, not an OP Borg Queen, just a normal like underpowered Borg Queen that's just like from another galaxy.
Uh,
You can play a liberated Borg.
A liberated
Yeah.
Borg Queen. Would that be possible?
No, Borg queens don't become
yeah,
liberated.
you can't liberate them because in a sense they're already liberated. If that makes any
Oh,
sense.
well, can I be just a Borg Queen then, with just no starship and nothing like that?
No.
That's kind of impossible. That's never happened.
Can I? Can I do it?
I'm
No.
gonna say no on that one. That's gonna screw the story.
If I make a really good story, can I do it?
I will have to think about. Give me some time to think about that. Don't be asking me in the middle of the game.
I just do a liberated Borg stats, but I'm just a queen. That's what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but I mean, like right now is not the time to ask me that though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wait till after we're done with the game. So, all right. So Cherry's in the brig, and as far as anyone's concerned, hey Cherry, give me a bluff roll or a presence roll,
Give you a
and Reese, give me the
bluff.
same one.
Give you a bluff. Where's the? I don't even see bluff.
I'll go with presence.
Isn't that impersonate?
Yeah, that one.
There's persuade.
And then add your presence, and then Reese.
So add your presence to.
Yep.
So
To persuade.
6 plus 6.
Yeah. What you do is you roll 6 dice. You roll your skill, and then add your attribute, which is like basically 6. So give me 6d6.
I did.
I rolled 3 for my persuade, and I have 2 because of my presence.
All right. What's your success on that?
My success on what?
Oh, well, you said you had a 3 on your persuade. Did you get 3 successes?
I got 4 and a 5.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 4. All right, hang on. One, 2, 3, 9. All right. So as far as you're concerned, she's just a Vulcan that has gone trigger happy. It may be because she's seen the board. You don't know that she's Romulan still. You don't know what she was trying to do. So, but basically, you're just
Vulcan?
what's up?
Can I roll culture Vulcan?
You could, but you believe the fact that she's just mentally ill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say if I doubt her origins as a Vulcan, I could just roll culture Vulcan and test her knowledge.
Well, you could do that, but her origins have been falsified.
Well, like, she wouldn't necessarily know a lot about Vulcan and its history.
Unless she was personally trained in espionage, which I believe she was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, no. Unfortunately, there's no way of finding out other than her slipping up on some shit.
Mm-hmm.
As if trying to blow up the warp core, the disabled warp core, wasn't enough.
Yo, let's blow up the disabled warp core.
But the truth is, she beat you by 4. Which is, yeah, that's a complete success. That's a nice success there. So, all right. So you guys are back on track.
I think Torb
All
said
the
this.
promotion and shit. You guys finally made it to Starbase 7. Not Starbase. Fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna look for a table that tells us what we're doing on a long voyage.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna have like 16 days worth of shit though. That is a little long.
Well, yeah, we need to have something.
Right? Yeah. If you can find something, find something. I just can't come up with. It's like
Am I,
4 in the morning where I'm at.
am I just going to be in the brig the entire game for the rest of the game?
No, 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 no. You'll be out. You'll be out. You'll be out. Actually, matter of fact, right now because you're the commander. Right now you're being we're orbiting, you're being visited by a Vulcan.
Counselor, right?
She's inside your cage, and she's talking with you. Of course, there's 2 guards posted with weapons. And so why were you firing on everyone?
Because the treble infestation.
The Troubles were harmless. We could have jettisoned them into the nearest station, put them in stasis, or jettisoned them in the nearest cargo bay. Would have not been that big of a deal. There was no reason to fire causing the commotion and the shit that you did. You caused major damage to the vessel.
Well, I'm sorry.
Are you going to continue? Now, what were you doing near the warp core? There was no Troubles around there. They were all located on Deck 6.
Shit.
Yeah.
We also killed.
Also killed 2 guards that are currently missing. We found their bodies. So, Carrie?
I was having hallucinations. I'm sorry.
Are they going to happen again?
I'm going. Hang on. Do I have to roll for that? Like to say to them that I was having hallucinations?
You know what? Yeah, give me a roll for that. And you know what? I got to roll against that.
+6. Fuck. Fun stuff.
Isn't it?
This game is getting better and better.
Tell me about it. All right, you got to beat. I got your target number.
I rolled +6 for all of them.
Well, +6 for the grand total of successes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. Hang on a minute. There we go. So I got 1, 2, 3 +6, 9. Unfortunately, the counselor does not believe you. She's decided to not call you a liar, though, and she will release you with no weapons in your hand, and you are to remain supervised at all times until your illness is said to be cured.
Okay.
Now, why don't you take your bridge? No, why don't you take a bridge? Why don't you take your post next to your captain? He's on the bridge.
Okay.
As soon as Cherry comes up to the bridge and sits next to the captain's chair.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what she's gonna do.
Well, I was gonna say, Socket is gonna say, what was going on? I heard that you had tried to kill like 15 to 20 tribbles, you realize they're harmless.
I had hallucinations.
Well, whatever the reasons, I hope you can function and perform well on duty. So, Helmsman, how many more days till we reach our destination?
You actually, she was in the brig for that many days. You actually showed up there. You know, during all that time, you actually showed up there. You know, because she was in the brig for mostly. And it took the council that long to see her. So.
So we already showed up at Space
Yep,
Station.
you're already here, and they were running scans of the place. The sensors were back online, along with everything on the ship was actually fixed.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So, they find the sensor sweep of the ops person actually comes back and says, we found traces of Borg. Many Borg components are sitting down at the surface right now.
Send an away team.
I guess I'll go.
Yep. Epsilon Chorus near the Typhon Experience. Yep. Okay. So you all right. So the commander goes with 4 people and beam down to the
This
planet
time,
near.
this time I'm going to be smart about it, and I'm going to go to the binary rifle armory, pick up binary rifles, because I know.
They would not have those.
Huh?
They would not have those.
They wouldn't have binary rifles?
No.
I thought they had rifles.
They had disruptor rifles.
Disruptor rifles.
And that's in an emergency case, and you wouldn't be able to get to one before beaming down to the planet. All you have on you at the most right now is maybe a Type 1 phaser. Nobody trusts you.
Actually, I don't think the commander would be able to go on the away team.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
No, but think about it, with having to be under supervision.
Oh, well, that's why she has a Type 1 phaser on an away mission. She can defend herself.
Okay.
Well, I thought I'd have a Type 2 phaser.
Nope.
No, they don't trust you.
I'm not fighting the Borg with a Type 1 phaser. Are you kidding me? That's suicide.
You don't even know if the Borg's here. They had traces of the Borg, but they were dead.
No, I'm not going.
You already went. You're already down to the surface.
I beam up.
You can't.
I go back.
Well, technically, she could. She could. She could like say she's panicking and needs to get out of there.
And go back.
Anyway, the away team that went didn't find anything besides dead bodies and the dead bodies of the Borg, and not only that, but very minimal. We're talking like maybe 5 bodies at most, and a colony of 100 are now missing.
Okay. Did they make sure not to touch the Borg in any fashion?
Yeah, well, the remains is pretty much they're fried, so you can collect the remains for scientific research.
Do so.
All right. You also find out the colony was Federation, and currently, hold up. Currently, there's a missing starship too.
John, would you be willing to trace like our journeys throughout the Federation and throughout the universe, pretty much?
I don't. Well, I mean, since Deep Space 5 is nearby, or Deep Space 4, that's why there would be a Federation vessel.
No, I'm just wondering, could you draw lines showing where we've been throughout?
Oh yeah, on the map, but I can't do that right this minute with all the.
Oh, I'm not saying right now.
Right. Oh yeah. But anyway, the Federation vessel that they found in the databanks that was orbiting space to protect them in case something happened because of hearing about Borg activity. It was an Akira class, also known as hang on, pull up a name here, the USS Rabin, the USS
Curios.
no, we'll go with the USS Wraith.
What was that?
An Akira class starship known as the USS Wraith.
Oh, we have a viewer.
Yep. Just let them know that the Q&A is open. Anytime they want to drop by, say something. What's up, viewer? But yeah, the USS Wraith was actually orbiting the planet, and that is currently missing along with the colonists.
Okay. We go to intercept the starship Akira class.
You don't know where it's at. It's missing.
Oh, can we trace the resonance?
You could try.
Let's
So,
try.
all right. Well, you trace the resonance. Give me a.
System ops?
Yeah, it would be system op. It would be system ops because it's a sensor suite.
Would my command specialty help?
Not really.
Okay.
Just let the viewer know our Q&A is open for comments, questions, anything you like to ask.
That's 162636s.
3 6s?
Mm-hmm.
Out of how many dice?
4 dice, 3 successes.
Oh, nice. That's wow. Add the attribute to that too.
Attribute is +2. So
Okay, so about 5.
yeah.
Yeah. You pick up a fate resonance, but it disperses after a while. No hope of actually following it.
There's no way we can tighten onto that faint resonance and strengthen.
You have a general direction though. That's it.
Okay.
But no, there's no way you can do that. But you have a general direction.
Okay, we follow the general direction.
All right, you follow it. It's 5 light years away, so you can get there at if you want to get there at a decent time. Warp 8 can get you there in 2 days.
Would warp 9 get us there any faster?
1 day.
Okay, warp 9.
All right. Your engineer is going to. Everyone's being back up. Your engineer is going to take a quick moment and. What's your engineering at? Do you have one?
On the ship?
Yeah. There's an engineering specialty. I was just wondering if you had one.
I don't have one for the ship.
Okay, what about Kitten? Does Kitten have one?
Engineering.
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. Well, I got this one. The ship actually comes out, falls down to warp 7, and your engineer comes online and says, "Captain, I can't push warp 9. Something's wrong. We got the warp core keeps destabilizing. If I keep pushing her, it's going to explode. We have to slow to warp 7."
Okay, warp 7 that is.
All right. I will try and get her back up to warp 8, but now we've pushed back her journey about at least 2 days.
Okay.
The warp core. So now we have a 3-day journey to deep space. And the helmsman comes up and says, "Sir, we're heading in the direction of Deep Space 4. You don't think the Borg, right? You don't think they took out one of her. Don't think you took out one of the Federation space things, right?
I don't think so, but they just might have.
So now we have our own starship that's missing, along with a couple Federation vessels, and the Borg is pretty much invading the Alpha Quadrant. If we can't catch up to them soon or find a way to stop this, they may very well have a presence here in the Alpha Quadrant, which may not be very good.
It will certainly not be good at all.
Yeah, talking about full-out war, and not only that, we don't even know if our ship's even capable of taking them on by themselves. I mean, that Borg cube we got lucky with last time.
We're going to have to study up on Catherine Janeway's tactics.
Yeah, she did have some good tactics. Would you like me to? We have a 3-day journey. Would you like me to call down to records and have some pulled?
Yes, please do so.
All right. So they pull the records. Would you like the records in your quarters or in your ready room?
Yes, and I would like them to be distributed to all head personnel.
All right, and that includes Cherry. And okay, so you go through Catherine Janeway's stuff, which you get from Federation. Federation releases it to you since the Vulcan have treaties with them and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, some of that stuff is limited to that. However, some of the records of Catherine Janeway has been sealed. They just say that Voyager, it's been commonly known that Voyager was lost in the Delta Quadrant. They took on the Borg and learned how to use the Borg's technology to better their ship long enough to give them an upper edge. However, nothing remained permanent, and you have no clue if anything's going to really pan out. Number one is getting the Borg parts. Now I don't know if you took the bodies from that one planet, but
we did.
Okay, maybe studying up on how the Borg drones work, could help build better weaponry. Build weapons against the Borg that they can't adapt against very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option. Another option is, find a Borg vessel, hope you can bring it down to the point, disable it to where you can get on and start taking some of their technology off and integrate it with your own.
What were our weapons upgraded to?
Your weapons wouldn't upgrade. They would just get more effective against the Borg, and it would only still be limited.
No, but I thought you said our weapons were upgraded on our ship.
Oh yeah. Like your first ship had Type 1. The Sovac had Type 1 phasers. You have Type 2 phasers, and you have Mark 3 spatial torpedoes, which you have less torpedo bays now in this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're bigger and they occupy more space.
Okay.
Yep. And your shields have been upgraded severely, so you have a better ship.
Awesome.
So.
Can you post that in the Dropbox?
I already did. You should have access to it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Let me do that.
Yep. Not much else was upgraded. So.
Okay. So we head in that direction.
Right.
3 days. Well, we're certainly getting to know each other.
Right. I would say it was safe to say you spent about a day, honestly, studying up on Catherine Janeway's, studying what you can, because, again, you're Vulcan, you're not Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
They're not so cool about releasing that kind of information to even Vulcans. I mean, everyone has their privatized stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, question. Do I know that they have this information?
Yeah, you're reading it.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna just take a copy of it. Can I take a copy of it?
Yep.
You don't want to hack into Federation database and steal that copy?
I'll probably hack into a database too while I'm at it, for reasons.
Reasons of the unknown.
Reasons of the unknown. Because I have hallucinations.
Right, there we go.
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Paranoid schizophrenic Cherry is going to hack into the database and try to steal.
You know, we should have noted this in our in our in our
Hey, Reese.
that's the thing. Yes.
Real quick, if you've already opened that document, close it out real quick.
Okay, I will close it.
Yep. Because I have I had some misinformation in there. I'm just gonna copy and replace it.
Cool.
Yep. All right, it's been fixed. There you go. All right, so basically you've read through it, and so Sherry made a copy. What's the purpose of making your copy? I'm just curious.
Send it off to High Command.
Vulcan High Command or the Romulan High Command?
Romulan.
All right, so you send it off to the Romulan High Command.
Yep.
So what is so you spent a good day about doing that. You got 2 days left. So what are you planning on doing now, Reese?
Hmm. I'm gonna hang around in the medical bay.
All right.
Getting to know the medical chief officer.
Okay. Yep. My bad. All right. Yep. All right. So you get to know the medical chief, and the medical chief actually dissected it, and they've got the components, and some nanoprobes. Now, granted, she's the medical officer. She's sending them down to the science officer, and the science officer believes that the nanoprobes could be used to turn the Borg against one another. However, to do that, they would have to be inserted into one of the Borg hive mind, and what it will do is rewrite their whole processing.
So what would that do if we uploaded them into the hive mind?
They're not 100% sure. The science officer reports that he's not 100% sure. Could do nothing. Could cause one Borg to break apart from the hive and secure a dominant purpose, which will incapacitate them or make them attack the other Borg, or it could be worse.
So I asked the science officer a question. Would it be possible for a person to become a hive queen with this?
Why would you want to? The science officer says, no, probably not.
No, I was just curious because.
Right. Yeah, the science officer reports no, probably not. It's a possibility, but having more than one queen could send the entire Borg into disarray, which would be good, but it could be bad at the same time.
Isn't that what we want, though?
Well, everything's theoretical. They don't know if the nanoprobes would react to that. Hell, we're talking about reversing. Reversing what they are.
I mean, what is the risk of it? What is the percentile dice? What is the percentile dice of this happening? I'm just like,
they don't truly know, because I didn't get a very good roll on the science officer.
Damn it.
Well, let's try it out on the first Borg we see, assuming there's not enough threat to deem it that we can't.
Right. Well, like I said, we could, if Cherry wants to inject them into her, but at the same time we reverse the programming, we may as well reverse a few behavior things where they regenerate. They may tear her apart. They could destroy an entire Borg.
I mean, I'll volunteer, I guess. I mean...
Well, the science officer doesn't recommend it.
I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute!
The
I've always
second
wanted to say
the
that.
science officer says let's test on they have nanoprobes from like 3 different Borg drones. They have enough to run a couple trial tests, but they just got to catch up with the Borg.
Okay, well, I mean, after we test it on the Borg.
Right.
It's like, I volunteer as tribute!
You're too excited about that.
No, I just wanted to say it. I've always wanted to say it. Like I've always wanted to have a reason to say it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So, between the 2 days, reading up on Janeway's stuff as much as you can because it's still Federation data, and your guys are Vulcans, so you guys won't have access to that. Between that and learning about the science, you guys manage. You skip a whole day. You have a whole day of doing whatever it is you want because you pretty much got everything ready. So what are you guys doing for that whole day?
I go into the holosuite.
All right.
I go up to Reese's character and I apologize for acting out. And I said I don't know what came over me, and I roll my dice of the bluff of the bluff.
And that's persuade.
Yeah.
Are you
What do you
trained
get?
persuade?
Huh?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah, he's got point. Yeah, she's got points in it, man.
Okay.
Yep.
Persuade.
It's six. It's whatever she rolls plus 6.
Let me turn up the Borg cube ambient engine sound.
I've got +4 in it.
Oh, plus 4. Okay. Oh no. Or do you roll 4 dice and you add your attribute to that?
Okay.
So if you got a 4 in the skill, it's 4d6 plus your attribute.
And then +4. I mean +6.
All right. Yep. Plus 6. So that's
That
your
was a very bad roll, by the way.
you have a complete fail. Matter of fact, Reese's character knows you're lying, and I don't think Vulcans are capable of lying, are they?
No, they're not.
Uh-oh. 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 Internal problems in the middle of the worst enemy possible. So do you reveal this information or do you let her go?
I reveal it.
You reveal, okay. And how do you proceed with revealing it?
Cherry, I understand that you just tried to lie to me. Vulcans never lie.
It's a shifting of your eye movement.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm half human. It says in my papers.
No, it's not. You were raised by humans. A human, in fact. But that does not explain this.
I thought it said in my papers I was half human.
Nope.
No, it says that you're a full-on Vulcan that's inspired by humans because your mother married a human after your Vulcan father died.
Yes.
So part of your life you were raised by a human. Of which can be used against Reese because Reese, I hate to say it, she was raised by somewhat of a human as a child when her Vulcan father died, and her mother went with it. So needless to say, Vulcans may not know how to lie, but she may not know that about her culture.
Okay.
So if you like that, then you pretty much should let go about the fact that she's lying. For now.
For now. But I've got my eye on you.
Wow,
I'm
that's
like, I'm like, but I am truly sorry.
well, if you're truly sorry, then holy shit.
Bullshit.
I mean, I didn't mean to do all those things.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Vulcans don't say that.
And I'm like,
Out of character, John.
So anyway, you get contacted. Get captain to the bridge.
I head up to the bridge as quickly as possible, like running. Like the Edwins or whatever they're called.
it's like, I'm like, before you go, it's like, it's like, I just tried apologizing to you, and now you're just calling me out. I'm like, I don't understand you.
Because you're not apologizing to me. And I quickly brush up to the bridge.
All right. So anyway, well, the commander has to go to the bridge too. So, you guys get there, and they say that we arrived at our destination, and they dropped out of warp.
Okay.
So you're supposed to be at Deep Space 4.
Okay. Scan for any life signs. Any ship vessels.
Well, they kind of your main man actually sits there and says, well, that's the problem. Deep Space 4 is no longer in the where they're supposed to be. We're actually at the location of Deep Space 4, and they pull up the screen and there's nothing.
How can this be?
We're scanning for any type of warp signatures, and there's a trans-warp signature actually here.
Coming in or going out?
It looks like it came here, and then from what we can tell, it headed straight into Romulan territory.
We're going to have to violate the neutral zone.
So is that where we're gonna go?
Yes.
All right, we're setting course for the neutral zone. What's the warp factor?
Warp factor 7.
All right, warp factor 7, and you guys are heading straight into the neutral zone. Of which this could be very bad because, oh wow, that's halfway. Not even halfway.
Vulcans in the neutral zone. Not a good idea.
Right. So we'll say that's not even halfway. That's so we'll say 5, 10, about 10 light years. At warp factor 7, you will be in Romulan territory. Hold up. Warp factor 7, you'll be in Romulan territory in literally 6 days.
Okay.
So.
Can we speed it up to warp factor 8 and get there quicker?
Warp factor 8, you'll be there in 2 days.
Warp factor 8 it is.
All right. So you're heading straight to the neutral zone, where the Romulans are, and that's where supposedly the Borg is going.
As soon as we get there, scan for transwarp signatures, Borg life signs, everything.
Well, unfortunately, it's super late, so I'm gonna have to stop the game there, and we'll have to continue this another time.
Okay.
But pretty much that was your severe downtime mission, your mission where you experience somewhat of Star Trek and do some crazy shit.
Awesome.
Which I think Fury capitalized on.
Capitalize the shit out of that.
Right. So, how'd you guys like that so far?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Yep. We will plan our next one, and I will have something planned where you will encounter the Borg again. Yippee.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than that, to our viewer, good night. Hope you enjoyed whatever it is, and well, you guys all have a nice night.
Night.